Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Copeland, love coach and dating expert for women over 50. And I'm so glad you're here with me today because our topic is your profile turning men off? I have another video that says what turns men off about women on a first date. And a woman wrote in the comments she would love to know what turns men off when they read her profile. So I thought this is a really good topic, and I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can maybe turn that around and what might be turning them off. But before we get started, I would love if you like this video, if you gave it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you do that too. I really appreciate it. Let's start with the biggest turnoff, and that's your photos. Your photos are the most important thing. Your profile is not always read. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's true. Even if a guy likes your photos, he still may not read your profile. You have 10 seconds to get his attention when it comes to your photos. So you want those to be really, really good photos. And that starts with be careful of over filtering your photos. You want to show up on a date looking like yourself and not like a photo that's totally changed you. The guy's going to think if she wasn't honest with her pictures, what's she going to be dishonest about in the future? Also, you're setting yourself up to be rejected almost the second he meets you because he had an expectation of this is how you look. The second thing that turns them off in photos is when you have photos of your ex or any man with you. They don't know who it is and they wonder, why is she taking a picture with a man? Is she still married and just on the site trying to date? What's going on? Don't set yourself up already for failure by posting pictures with men. The next thing is don't post pictures with a lot of friends either. And the reason you don't want to do this is because a man has to figure out which one you are. And you don't want him comparing you to your friends. You want to shine in those pictures. So make sure it's you. Another turnoff, what you're wearing. I have seen some amazingly bad photographs of people, and they come to me and we work and we turn those around. But I saw someone that was in jeans and cowboy boots. She was holding a broom. It reminded me of that picture of the farmer and his wife holding pitchforks. She ended up doing some dating updating and she redid those pictures and they were absolutely wonderful. And she brought out her best assets. Don't hide your assets. Take good pictures of yourself. Have a friend take them. Try not to do selfies unless you are fantastic at them. They can really distort you. Okay. And the last one is, do you post pictures with grandkids or pets? This is a real gray area. It's okay if you post one picture of each, but if all your pictures are of you and your grandkids or you and your dog or cat, men start thinking she is not going to have time for me. She's going to be involved with those grandkids, and they just go next. What you do want to do is post a picture of yourself that is your headshot, a full body shot, because you want a man who accepts you for who you are. Don't try and fool him. He's either going to like you or not like you, just like you do with men's photos you see. So post that headshot, post that full length, and you could post a couple other pictures of things you like and are interested in. Men like that. The second thing that turns men off is when you're demanding in your profile. Sometimes I think people think online dating's like a candy store or like Burger King, have it your way, where you just tell them what you want on your hamburger, like cheese and onions and ketchup and all those kinds of things. And I think this all started. Do you remember the Jetsons back in the day where Jane Jetson put George's order in and Elroy and Judy's and then hers, and a computer sent out exactly what each person went. And the computer sent out what each person really wanted. Okay, online dating is not this way. you can have a picture in your head of who you think you want, but it can't be produced by the dating site. And it's why when I work with women, we create a system called a quality man template that helps them identify what they want to be looking for in a man beyond his looks. And this really changes everything when they're looking at men online. Okay, the next thing is too much information in your profile. I call it slapping the crap against the wall when women do this. Men can do it too. By the way, men can do all of these things just as much. So actually, it's turnoffs for both sexes. But anyway, when you start in a profile by telling everything that's wrong with you instead of focusing on what's great about you, men say, I don't know this person. I am not going to even write her, get to know her. I'm going to block her. I'm going to say no, whatever it is. That's because men are wired to fix for you, okay? They want to help you, but they cannot do that when they don't even know you. And for us, what we're doing when women do it is we're testing a man to see if he will like us with all the stuff that's wrong. Everybody comes to the table with baggage now, and you don't want to test men in this way. It's one thing when you get to know someone, if something is going on the second or third date, you do need to reveal that. But revealing it in your profile is going to turn men off right away. And the last turnoff we're going to talk about today are cliche sentences. So, what do I mean by this? I'm looking for my soulmate. That is one of the biggest cliche sentences. One that men use is, I want a woman who can wear jeans in the daytime and then go home and put that little black dress on. Right. Like we can just do that. We have to get all dressed up. But anyway, women ask the same of men. And as much as it's a turnoff for us, it's a turnoff for men as well. The next cliche sentence I would avoid is saying, I'm looking for my soulmate. That's like a scammer radar. Okay. He thinks you're lonely. That's how he reads it. And he's going to come in there and hook you. But for men, they see it so much, they just go, next. And the last cliche sentence stay away from is, I want to make love on a beach with the man I love. So this will actually turn some men on, but probably not necessarily the men that you want to be dating. That might be more like the men who want to do a booty call and think you're sending out a signal for sex. And the men who you do want to contact you will see it as a woman that's on the dating site looking for sex, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But if you want a relationship, it's going to turn them off. All right, I gave you some suggestions here. Take a look at your profile and use these and get them cleaned up because there are good men out there online. You just have to have a profile that can attract them. All right, I hope this video helped you. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. I'd love to hear below what your turnoffs are that men put in their profiles, and also what you think of these turnoffs. And if you can see that maybe they are holding you back from attracting the right men. And if you find you need support on this journey, we have resources for you below. And we also have a link below of that video of men's biggest turnoffs, and you can take a look at it. All right, you've got this. I know you do.